U.S. is believed to have sent Switchblade killer drones to Ukraine to destroy Russian tanks. The AeroVironment Switchblade is a compact, loitering munition developed by AeroVironment and utilized by many branches of the U.S. military. The Switchblade launches from a tube, flies to the target area, and crashes into it while detonating its explosive warhead. It's small enough to fit in a backpack. Stay till the end of the video as we explore the functions of this drone and change the outcome of the Ukraine-Russian conflict. President Joe Biden announced on Wednesday, March 16th, that the U.S. would deliver $800 million in military aid to Ukraine to help the country wage a defensive war against Russia's invading military. A line item for 100 tactical unmanned aerial systems was listed among the anti-tank, anti-aircraft, and anti-personnel weapons included in the aid package. Those systems were later identified as Switchblade drones, a type of piloted missile that can also act as a scout. 20 million rounds of ammunition, grenades, and mortar rounds, as well as 25,000 sets of body armor with matching helmets, are included in the U.S. aid package. The Switchblade is an explosive-filled flying camera robot. These all-electric weaponry are designed to aid in the detection and attack of nearby enemy rather than far-off foes. The Switchblade was conceived by the Air Force Special Operations Command, AFSOC, and developed by the U.S. Army to assist U.S. troops in responding to enemy ambushes in Afghanistan. Close air support takes time to arrive, is costly to operate, and poses a risk of collateral damage in cities. Guided missiles carried by troops, such as the FGM-148 Javelin, are very costly, and just a few, if any, are carried on a regular patrol. The U.S. Army awarded AeroVironment a $4.9 million contract on July 29, 2011, for a quick fielding of an undefined number of Switchblades to Afghanistan forces. The Army added $5.1 million on March 20, 2012, bringing the total to $10 million. Switchblades were first ordered by the U.S. Marine Corps in May 2012 to allow Marines to hit improvised explosive device (IED) emplacement teams and other targets. When air backup is requested, attackers would have most likely fled before a big UAV, attack helicopter, fighter bomber, or rapid response force can reach the scene. Marines were occasionally unable to receive support because other forces were given priority for missions. The Switchblade helps to solve this problem. It is small enough to fit in a Marine's Alice pack, and once selected, it locks on and tracks a target. 75 Switchblades were sent to U.S. forces in Afghanistan in late 2012. By January 2013, there had been some successful job placements. Commanders said that it was extremely effective, despite the military's refusal to confirm the acts about its deployment, efficacy, distribution, or tactical application. Army theater commanders requested a combined urgent requirements declaration or new systems shortly after. The requested quantity was not defined, although it was dramatically larger than the 75 systems initially provided and exceeded budgetary constraints. The Switchblade became well known among the soldiers who used it and the militants who were targeted by it. It is classified as a direct-fire munition by the Army, rather than a drone. Switchblades come in two sizes, the Switchblade 300 and Switchblade 600. Both can be carried by one person, though the weight difference is significant. The 300 is only 5.5 pounds and fits easily into a backpack. The 600 is larger, with a missile that weighs 33 pounds and transport components that are substantially heavier. The Switchblade 300 is an expandable UAV developed to boost precision firepower for infantry platoons. It is 2 feet in length and weighs 2.7 kilograms, with a carrying case and launcher, making it tiny and light enough to be carried by a single soldier. Switchblade gets its name from the way the spring-loaded wings are folded up within a tube and then flipped out once the plane takes off. It can be controlled up to a distance of 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles. Because of its small size, it can last only 10 minutes. This makes it unsustainable for scouting missions, but it is effective for engaging long-range targets and at a cheap price too. It is also suitable for assisting in the relief of units pinned down by enemy fire. The Switchblade uses a color camera and GPS locating to identify, track, and engage targets, as well as being able to be programmed to collide with them. Its warhead can damage light armored vehicles and soldiers with an explosive charge similar to a 40mm grenade. If a situation requires, the operator can call off a strike. The Switchblade can be called off and retargeted. Because the plane is powered by an electric motor, its small size and quiet flying make it impossible to detect or intercept, allowing it to shut in on a target at 85 knots, 175 kilometers per hour. Other AeroVironment UAVs, such as the Wasp, RQ-11 Raven, and RQ-20 Puma, employ the same ground control station, GCS, as the Switchblade. This creates commonality and the possibility of teaming up longer-range small UAVs to recon for targets, then launching a Switchblade attack once they've been detected by the same controller. The Switchblade is classified as a missile rather than a drone by U.S. Army standards. It's more accurately referred to as a loitering munition. It cannot be recovered once launched. Unlike UAVs, it uses a fly-by-radio frequency signal to operate, similar to the wireless TOW missile. The main difference is that the TOW does not loiter, but they both have the same operator-in-the-loop properties. To latch on to fixed and moving targets, the Switchblade uses daytime and infrared cameras as well as assisted target tracker. The Switchblade 600 loitering munition weighs 23 kilograms. It is man-portable and takes 10 minutes to set up. It is designed to fly 40 kilometers, 25 miles, in 20 minutes and then hover for another 20 minutes, giving it a total range of 80 kilometers, 50 miles. It assaults at a dash speed of 115 miles an hour, 185 kilometers per hour, carrying a Javelin anti-armor warhead designed to destroy armored vehicles. The munition can be controlled manually or autonomously using a touchscreen tablet-based firing control system. It is protected by onboard encrypted data communications and a patented wave-off capability of the Selective Availability Anti-Spoofing Module GPS. Engagements of more than 90 kilometers is possible with the addition of a Pocket Digital Data Link (DDL) 56 miles. The Switchblade 600 was created as part of the Army's development of a single multi-mission attack missile. A 6-pack vehicle-mounted version and air launch are two other options. The larger Switchblade, which has a longer range and costs less than anti-tank missiles like the Javelin, might be modified with an anti-tank warhead. Before we conclude, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. The Ukrainians will have a powerful weapon to complement anti-tank missiles such as Javelins and NLAW anti-tank missiles, as well as the Punisher and the Bayraktar TB2 drones if the Switchblade transfer is completed. However, the Ukrainians may run out of these weapons and aircraft, necessitating the deployment of the Switchblade right away. The efficient employment of standoff missiles by the Ukrainian military against Vladimir Putin's armed forces has been a critical component in this attrition war. The anti-tank missile's potency was not anticipated by Russian military and intelligence organizations. This 1945 study even questioned whether or not the tank was becoming obsolete. Some in the U.S. military establishment are concerned that the Switchblade is much more advanced than the Javelin, and that the weapon could fall into the wrong hands. Let us know what you think about the Switchblade in the comment section. And while you're here, check our video on the most lethal laser jet.